breakout rooms is 3.7. And this is, I'm going to ask you to watch the videos when I put you in breakout rooms, because I think it'll help to explain how comparing objects works. Basically, the short answer is when you're comparing objects, so not primitive types like integers and doubles and booleans, but actual objects like strings and cars and students, you need to use this word equals. And the reason is, when you are comparing objects, the equals sign compares their location in memory. That is it literally the same object? So it is very, very rare that you actually want to compare, two objects to see if they're literally pointing to the same place in memory, that they are literally the same object. Most of the time, when you're comparing things like strings, you want to know if they just say the same thing, right? If you're comparing two car objects, right, you want to know, do they have the same name, mileage, engine, color, all those kinds of things. You're not actually trying to compare whether it is literally, the same car in the same memory space. But strings are the best example. So I'm going to show you what I mean here. So let me make a new. Have to be a little bit tricky here. A equals hello. B equals goodbye.
Mr. B, you're not sharing your screen. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Line A equals B. So this is obviously going to print out false, because we know that they are the same, that they are different. Sorry. And if we use the equals, it will also print out false. We'll try it. There you go. So this is the part that gets confusing to people. A equals B prints out false, even though they both say hello. And that is because they are two new strings. They are different memory locations. They are different physical objects in the computer. And so this equals sign is saying, are they literally the same object? No, they're not. I created two new strings. They are separate from each other. But equals returns true, because what the equals does for string objects is it compares their contents. And that's usually what you want with objects. and you will be tested on this in several different ways on the AP exam, specifically with strings. There's a lot of string comparison on the there are a lot of questions involving string comparison. And in fact, I think this whole chapter here, goes on, is just about strings, because we haven't really done any other objects yet. So that's it. Just the point of this, and the reason it's in its own chapter, is because it's important, really important, to remember that when you're comparing strings, you use the equals method, not the double equal sign.